Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Monday, August the 26th. And we had a wild and woolly, bad, rough day, the worst day of trading that I've had in over 8 weeks. I think I've had bigger red days, but the worst day of trading because of the win rate. My win rate today was absolutely dismal. Win rate of 27.78%, which is horrifically bad for me. I could not get on the right side of anything today. Definitely the biggest red day this month. I thought this Thursday, the 8th of August, was a pretty bad red day. But as you can see, I took 18 trades, didn't take that many trades. I just, every time, the pitch would come in, I would swing and miss it. And that was just today. It was just simply one of those days. So where does that leave the month? It leaves the month, I'm down about 3,000 for the month. So even if I can pull this week out and manage to somehow have a break-even week, we're still going to be down on the month. However, we will be better. We should be able to end the best month since the springtime when I was getting payouts. So definitely still on the right track for sure. Today was just one of those days that was a red day, and those are going to happen. It is what it is. But yeah, 27% win rate, not very good. The last time that happened was back toward the latter part of June. I think June the 19th to be exact was the last time I had a win rate in the 27%. I think that's the last time I had a win rate under almost in the upper 30s. No, here I had 39% here. But yeah, for the most part, I'm usually in that 50 to 60 range. But today was just a bad day. That's all there is to it. Looking at the day, we basically had a big move to the downside in the morning session, and then we just went sideways this afternoon. I did add a volume profile indicator on my charts. I don't know if I like it that much yet or not, but I'm going to leave it for a couple of days and just see how I feel about it. But a couple things to point out. We did have, I really feel like today I missed some really good opportunities. And I took far too many trades that weren't part of my typical trading plan of trading the key levels. And I did that because the gremlins kind of started to creep into my head after seeing some red on my charts. And I just got frustrated and I just took too many risky setups. And that's really all there is to it. These two setups right here in the morning pre-market, I really, really, really regret not taking these. I saw these unfolding this morning and I just didn't take them. And boy, I really should have. The reason I didn't is because it was pre-market and I was just a little bit worried that things would go awry. And but boy, this would have been spectacular. Could have had a really nice on my typical ATM. Like, I could have had a full winner. Oh, that's my 3 contract. Let's go to the 5 contract. On the 5 contract, I may not have a full winner, but I could have had a really nice trade on both of those setups, taking that long position off that 745, 750 area. So I regret that. That's a bit unfortunate that we missed that, or that I missed that, I should say. And then my trade plan for today, my setup, my thought process was that we were going to continue to test this 750 range, which is something that's been in play for a while, off and on over the last weekish. And then I thought, well, we may also fall down to the 680s and we can set up a long trade there. Well, we kind of fell right through all of those. I missed a really nice short entry here. This would have been a very good short. I saw it, didn't take it. I was still at that point thinking long, and I was looking for this to reclaim to set up a long. I was hoping for this to go up, pull back, and then I could get long. It obviously didn't happen. So I really lost out on quite a bit there. And then this is something that was really frustrating for me, and you can't help this, but I saw this setting up in the mid-afternoon. And I took a long entry here when we started to get these doji candles, caught a winner and then got stopped out. Not a full stop loss. I had my stop pretty tight. I re-enter this position right here. I again get stopped out, tight stop, and then I was interrupted and had to leave my desk. And when I get back to my desk, it was like, I don't know, around the 3 o'clock hour, and this entire move had happened. So I was pretty salty about that one. And that's honestly, the gremlins started to rear their ugly heads at that point because I I get stopped out, not quite shot in the tick, but I missed that by, a point or two. I 100% would have re-entered that trade. I know I would have, even though I had a couple losing positions. This was really setting up. And, the mistake here was this was an early entry. This one here, I should have allowed for a little bit bigger stop loss than I did. And I just missed that entire move. And I was pretty sad about that. But hey, it is what it is. That was the trading on, what you're seeing here is the trading on the 150K, so down 600. I didn't hit my daily loss limit. The daily loss I have set for that account is 800. The other two I'm at 400, and I didn't get there. I stopped trading before I hit those, which I'm happy about, but it was just one of those days where, nothing was working. Looking at the 59 account is the other account that I traded here a little bit. Nope, 58 account. I traded the 58 account end of day. And boom, 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 3 losers looking for this thing to break down, and just didn't happen. And again, these were not good. I mean, this is, I didn't take the best setups there. I should have been waiting for this to retest the level, and it just didn't retest. And so really the right move for me would have been to stay out, or maybe go in with one contract instead of, I was trading with 2 or 3 or 5. Oops, I'm sorry, I lied. I was trading with 5 and 3. So the size was too big, and that caused some quick losses. But the other thing to point out today is I felt like the candles had a lot of what I would call candle volatility, where you have a candle that would build and diminish, build and diminish. Instead of kind of a slow build candle, or, you kind of tell what the candle's doing. I couldn't tell today, for the most part. Not that I'm taking every trade based on that, but I just noticed that today. It was really like here, looking at these, I was looking for these to reverse. And at times like here, it stopped me out, then it pulled all the way back down, and then just not good, just not very good. And here, this was just a bad trade here at the end of the day, right around the 4 o'clock hour. I'd watch this move up, watch this fall apart. I tried to enter, and it wouldn't fill me, and so I kept chasing, finally entered, and then we hit this massive pullback before we then, go back down. So it was just one of those days, and all there is to say is I was just wrong. The market won today, and I lost, and it is what it is. I'm not, there's not a whole lot to add, or not a whole lot to say about it. ES was where I traded the 59 account for the most part. I think I took one trade on NQ on the 59 account, but that specific account as well, I was really looking for this to continue to the upside here off the 5660s on the ES, and it just didn't happen. I mean, I had a couple small little winners, but nothing to speak of. The first trade here, we had a loser, had a break-even trade and a small winner, another small winner, and then here we had a pretty big loser. I don't know why. I was just really set that this was going to hold. This was lining up about with this time frame right in here, and I just felt like this was holding or going to hold, and I was just wrong, and I took a long there that I shouldn't have taken, and then this thing just kind of fell apart, and I did not take this short. That was a short that I should have taken. And then here I kind of chased along, kind of looking for a breakout, got a big stop out there. And then, here I was looking for continuation short, just didn't happen. I kind of, the plan that I had set in my head, and I was a little bit too biased, but it got wrecked because this market just completely fell apart in the forenoon. And I just didn't adjust well enough to that, and then started to take trades that I shouldn't have taken, and just resulted in a pretty nasty red day. Here as well, I kind of chased this, but this just shook me out, and then we did make another little move higher before we kind of fell apart again. So is what it is. So where do we go from here? Well, I should also, before we end that, on a positive note, I did, and this is the crazy thing too, I was trading minis on NQ, but I lost a 50K this morning on this move down, bought another one, and then in an hour's time frame passed it. Go figure. So, I mean, the silver lining is tomorrow I have 4 PA accounts, and I can take advantage of this $85 lifetime fee with Apex, which I'm very happy about. But, how does that happen? I can't get a winning trade on the funded accounts, and I buy an eval. Literally bought the eval right here after I lost the other one. Bought the eval, traded it for an hour, passed it. Like, why? So... It is what it is. And took a couple trades with this 150K up 750. So nice little day. My take profit account, not good at all. Bloody red, $1,000. Lost $1,000 on that stupid thing today. So back to 50,000. Well, which means I have what, about maybe $1,000 of drawdown left or something like that. So which is enough. I can still pass that account, but for some stupid reason, these take profit accounts, I love take profit. I like that. I like take profit. I've taken some payouts from take profit. I like the program. I like everything about it. But for some reason, I have this stupid little chip on my shoulder. I can't seem to pass these things. So I might have to get like 2 or 3 of them and just work on them one at a time and try to get them across the finish line. But so that's kind of the silver lining in today is we had that extra, we passed that account. Now we have another funded account, which is good. So, but yeah, go figure. All right, let's take a little look at what we think, or what I think might be happening going forward. So looking at the 30-minute chart, the one thing that you kind of notice is this 500 level is really starting to hold, and it looks like that's definitely coming into play. Definitely have several holds in that area, that 520 range. So we could see this market, trade down into this 520. If that holds overnight, that could be a really nice spot to set up some longs tomorrow. We could also fall down into this 400 range and hopefully set up some longs. The other thing that we could see, I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing fall all the way down here to the 100s or maybe even the 19,000s. I mean, all those are in play for sure. Potentially, obviously, this looks like a better quick setup than what maybe this does. And the other thing, you could put a 200 level on here. However, I didn't, because if you look at this 19,100, that lines up really well. Let me just condense this a little bit. That lines up really well with these lows that came in here at the end of July. That 100 level really lines up well with that. So that's the reason I didn't take these highs on 200. Now that may be something to pay attention to if this thing falls apart tomorrow morning. If the market does fall apart, it may be worth okay, let's pay attention as we get to this 200 level, because we did have, some support right here. But yeah, we shall see if that holds or if it falls through. So obviously, again, I like longs. I like when we have a test of a level and we can set up a long trade. That is my favorite. Although I'm not going to hesitate to go short if the shorts are there. I didn't do that very well today, obviously, but again, I was a little bit too biased, and that's just something that I need to work on. As far as reclaiming things on the upside, obviously, I feel like this 680, is it the 680s probably? Yeah, the 680s, which is these highs here from early in the week, last week, and then over the weekend or Friday Friday a week ago, we had these highs coming in. So we definitely need to reclaim that to really see this thing look to break out. I mean, we have a bit of a head and shoulders look here. And then the other thing, this really seems to be some strong resistance. The 745, 750 area, which was pretty big, I felt like a while ago. And so if you go back into, whoops, let me just fix this. If you go back, I think it was in June. In June, we had this, June 750, 745. Yeah, right in here. So back in late June, early July, we had some nice holds coming in on that area. So yeah, we shall see if that continues to play. I feel like it's not quite as important as what it has been or it was at one time. So I still think that my favorite thing would be for this to kind of pull back a little bit in this 500 or maybe 400 range, and we set up some longs for the morning. That would be ideal as far as something that I would enjoy trading. But obviously we were going to take what the market gives us. On ES, I think we're kind of still this 56.10, 56.15.20 range. This area still seems like the biggest area to watch. I did kind of expect, again, I was pretty long biased today. I was kind of expecting this 56.60 area to hold and for us to test these all-time highs, but clearly that didn't happen. So I'm curious to see if this continues to fall apart and we kind of rebuild off of this 56.10 range and we continue to see moves to the upside, or if it continues to fall apart. So we shall see. As far as news goes, there's not that much this week. We have, let me move this over here where we can see it. We have Today is Monday, Tuesday, tomorrow. We really don't have anything. There's consumer confidence at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Consumer confidence, so that could make a difference in the markets. And then we don't have too much going on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we have GDP and unemployment claims at 8:30. So that's probably going to move the market. So I would say really it looks like Thursday and tomorrow are really the 2 days that are probably going to be the most impacted as far as news goes for tomorrow, for this week. So anyway, that was pretty much today. Sucky, rough, red day, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to get back on the horse tomorrow and see what we can do. I do want to remind you guys, don't forget about the Apex sale. That sale is ending today. I think it's ending today. Am I right? Yes, ends 8/20. No, it ends tomorrow. It ends tomorrow. I'm sorry. The Apex sale, the 80% off, ends tomorrow. So the $50 special for the big accounts ends tomorrow. The 80% off for the smaller account ends tomorrow. The $85 lifetime PA fee is in effect through Wednesday. So if you pass accounts through Wednesday, you still get that $85 lifetime fee, which is nice. So yeah, my code BCT gets you the best deal with Apex, and again, also with Take Profit, and they are still running that 50% off lifetime and 100% refund on the first payout. Really nice special that they've got going on. So once again, I just want to say thank you. Thanks for using my code. I appreciate it. It helps me out, it helps the channel, and helps motivate me to bring these videos to you every single day and document my trading journey, where you see the good and the bad, and like today, kind of the ugly. So all right, I'm going to sign off. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a great trading day. Have a good trading day tomorrow, and we'll try to have another update for you tomorrow afternoon. Take care, and so long.